back to the Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast, episode 242. I was looking at the last number, thinking it was the real number, but now it's the last number because this is the real number.
It
So,
do be the real number.
it does be the real number, and this be a new week, and this be a new Thursday. Bro, all I'm saying
What you saying?
is, it wasn't like warm today, but there's been tempting days where I've almost gone without a jacket of late. So it was just like pseudo nice-ish outside. I don't think it's January. We should change
Nah,
the
I don't.
date
I
of the
don't feel
podcast.
like January.
Remember when winter used to happen? We don't got that shit no more.
I do remember. We don't have it.
Except
It's weird.
except over in cold or warm the West Coast. They're having so much rain.
Yeah, I heard about that. They're getting
You
like
see
shit tons of rain.
you see pictures of the LA River being a river?
No, I think I missed those.
Uh LA River full. It's like weird because it's like all the memes were about like, oh, how's Hollywood going to face or um film like actual like race, like drag strip race videos. Uh, what are some viral video? Hmm.
Hmm.
All these are at night. I guess this one.
Hmm.
One day ago. Oh, here. Copy. Control V. That looks like what looks like a normal river is like really like weird because
Holy shit! That's
normally it's
supposed to
just
be
that like,
empty.
yeah, it's like that cesspit with like a little like trickle of water going down the center of
Yeah,
like, I think
that's a thing.
it might be wrong, but I thought I said people like this is like since its creation, it really hasn't ever experienced anything too much like this. So,
Yeah, basically.
because it was built by the Army Corps of Engine, like back when they used to just build shit.
I feel like it was probably built to be future proofed for like when this happens.
Well, they like made LA. Well, it used to be a cool river apparently, and then like they
They just
like
sucked it dry.
well no, well yes and no. So the fear was they like concreted all of like Los Angeles, and there was no way for
There was
water to
nowhere for
like,
water to go.
right. So they were like, huh, well, why don't we just create a concrete river and like be prepared for when there's a lot of water? And everyone's like, oh yeah, sure, that sounds like a great idea. Then they like destroyed the river, and then they realized how bad to the environment that was. So now they don't do
Hmm.
that anymore, but they did it. And then it looked really bad when they didn't have water for all those years, and everyone's just like, oh, look at that
Yeah.
pit. But now they have water, and everyone's like, oh, that's, you know,
Oh, cool.
yeah.
Huh.
That's what, uh, ooh, let me get a Google Maps. Google Map. Uh, zooming out, zooming out, zooming in. My favorite place in the world. Zoom, enhance. Not there, not there. Bradford. Large chunks of it were like concreted.
Ah.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. Here's a section. It should take you to like a satellite view. Um, but like all the way up until like this. Oh, it's so fucking stupid. All the way up until like the start of the campus, it's like a concrete bottom, like flood, like channel. Like they're pretty harsh sides that they've built up, and then like it's a concrete floor.
Yeah.
Um, and then once it gets to the campus, they stop. They didn't do that, and it floods on the campus. Crazy. But
Crazy.
then through town, it's like controlled till it goes into the like actual side of the river, which is still a little bit controlled with like walls,
Yeah.
but I don't think it has a concrete bottom through all of it. Some of it I think does,
Where
but I
is
don't believe all of it.
campus? Is that like, am I on
That's
it here?
campus. Yes.
Yeah.
What do they? What is? No, sorry, more south.
South?
It left where the Starbucks is. There.
Yeah, okay. Yep. That's more like what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Yep.
So then it floods down there because I couldn't like bother to do it through like around the campus.
Yep.
Oh, they finally updated the. So go back to the Google Earth. So the picture's updated, but it still has some of the old names of buildings that don't exist anymore. So
Oh,
if you
neat.
zoom in where you're at right now, a little bit to like under the eighth, yeah, you see Zorm or Zora Neely Hurston House.
Yeah, this thing that doesn't exist
Yeah, so that was
with the fresh concrete right here. Yeah, that
yeah,
one.
yeah, that was Hurston, and then there was Whitman.
Oh
That
yeah,
was
over here. Mm-hmm.
yeah, that was the ghetto. They were like the
Mm.
shittest they were like the shittest houses to live in. And originally they were gonna leave like it's those stretch of townhouses that you can kind of see on the other side, but imagine two stretches no uh of that weird like eye-shaped building. Um,
Like this thing?
the
That's
one that says Ernest Hemingway south. Go south. See that you?
oh that yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, those are townhouse stretches. I lived in the one year. There was two like lines of those in between that sidewalk, and they were gonna leave
Mm.
them there between the nice two big new buildings, but everyone's like, "Wow, that looks really shit." So they were forced to bulldoze them. So by building a new building, they went down negative beds on campus
Sweet.
because no one could think like 2 seconds ahead.
Nice.
Crazy, crazy how like certain people are allowed to like make decisions in this world.
Crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, they had a Bradford had a concrete river
I see that.
control flooding. It worked. But yeah,
Nice.
interesting though, because it's just a work of nature. Also, it's really cool. All the drugs are being washed out and all the like crap. Like it's just like it's gonna be really clean when it's all done.
Yeah, I bet that's great for it.
Not the environment, but like that place,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Nick, I made this switch.
Firefox?
I made the switch fully to Firefox. Yep.
I use that at work. It one always uses 10 times more RAM than Chrome for like 3 tabs, and it always crashes at work. Yeah, I
Really?
don't know. I've not had a positive experience with it at work.
Well, I'll tell you this. Um, I don't have a problem with it using 10 times more RAM. I don't know if I just don't care, which might be the real reason, because I have 32 gigs of RAM and never use much more than 16.
Mhm.
Never had it crash. I don't remember it ever crashing. And my shit just works better.
That's good. Wait,
And I don't think I've had an issue finding add-ons to replace my extensions.
question.
Yeah.
Is it running better because you don't have all your extensions back, or did you try to migrate as many extensions all at
Oh, I
once?
tried to put as many as I could.
Okay, but was there the same number? And are
Probably
they all
not.
the same?
There, I probably left some shit ones that I could have cleaned out of Chrome. But the
And are
main ones that actually do stuff are here. Yeah.
okay. It now if we would reset
It
your
might be a
Chrome,
me thing. I understand.
okay.
I'm not saying it's not a me thing. I'm just saying that it's working. Also, found a new one, so I've added extensions. Also,
This is what I'm not saying
um,
it's how many plugins or whatever
add-ons in
add-ons. How
Firefox.
many add-ons do you have currently running?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, like 15. 16? I don't know. I didn't count very
Bro,
well.
you know what? This, you
Okay,
know what that makes me,
but
you know what that
I
makes me think
found
of?
what?
Remember those like old internet bars that was just like 1,000 fucking like buttons you could press in your browser? It was
See,
like,
I fixed that with the new extension, which is called what was it? Let me get the name. Um, Panorama tab groups. Okay, so I have groupings of tabs, so I could have like, hey, this is the podcast grouping, and then I make a new one over here and be like, yo, I want this new window and I want to open all my shit up. So then I got these groupings of tabs. It shows me previews for them. And I can like drag them around and I got these groups. And like if I want to be in this group I can be up at the top, which you can't see on. Oh, I need to fix that, huh? This header bar is thicker. Fuck. Oh fuck, that's gonna screw up everything. Oh no. Shit. Um, but it only shows the tabs in this group and hides the rest of them. So it's like they're gone. But like, let's say for instance, like I was playing Terraria, right? You know you need wiki pages for Terraria. I could have a Terraria group and then go back to my regular shit and it's gone out of my view until I go back into the menu and look for it. I like it.
that picture I posted would have been you in like the early 2000s.
Yeah, dude, that's me.
It's you'd be
No,
like,
I clean those up because I hate them because they take my real estate.
yeah, I get it, but like this is this is
Yeah,
your
but
modern
like,
day that.
oh shit, where'd it go? Don't fail me now. It's right here. Just yeah, it's there. I don't know. I like it. That's all that matters. It's working.
If anything, I still use Firefox as like a backup browser, but I just I
See, I was dual browsering. I was using Firefox for YouTube because it didn't stutter, and Chrome for everything else. So I made the swap off of Chrome completely.
don't have any of these issues.
Mostly because it was shit. Secondarily because they were gonna fuck extensions like uBlock. So
I'm still waiting for that to happen to do anything.
I'm preemptively doing it because it was shit.
Still waiting.
That's fine. You wait. I'm just saying that the grass is pretty green over here.
I thought I saw something where like Firefox has had a decline in usage over the years.
I could see it.
Like I feel like everyone says talks them up. Like I think the market, I think like the group they hit likes them a lot, but I don't know if like the world likes them a lot.
Yeah, see, I don't have many issues. Like I found a page that I go to a lot. I can show you the page. Um this page, huge memory leak. It'll take like 16 gigabytes of memory on me. It's great. Like if I leave that open, it'll just memory leak itself way up there. I've been learning to close that.
Well, whatever. Trying to find the Reddit post. Uh,
It was a pain in my ass though, because I had to like go through all the tabs I had open and bring them over. I had to transfer my extensions, and then you got to sign into everything. And I know I'm using a password manager, but it's like still a pain in the ass because half of them are two factor. It just wasn't great, but it's okay.
no, I guess it was deleted, but I remember. I think because I go through a lot of like weird subreddits, I was recommended it. And it was just like it was like the Firefox subreddit, and some dude was just like, "Do you think it can ever regain like market share again?" A lot of people are like, "No." Um, that was an interesting read from people like a whole subreddit of people I think that actually really like the browser, talking about how they don't think it'll be popular again.
Yeah. I mean, Fee was always hyping it up, and you know,
No, that's fine. I'm not again. I'm just I know they've been losing market share. I know people in the uh like PC Master Race like community really like them, but I just don't think it's like that's not how you win the
yeah,
the
I agree.
that market. But and it's interesting that the people that like really like them
Or
understand that
yeah.
aren't
Well, I
aren't
think they're
like
tech savvy enough to understand and just be like, yeah, it doesn't make sense for most people.
yep. So
Like Chrome is
it's
just
just an
easy
interesting
and
one.
works, and that's what captured it. By the way, on Android, highly recommend Firefox because you can throw uBlock on it.
Hmm. Good to
There
know.
are some add-ons that work on Android that, in my opinion, make it by far the best browser to use.
Gotcha.
So,
I
and so far, I'm noticing that like if you have a Firefox account, the link between devices is pretty good actually.
what was that?
Like I can send a tab to a device or it pulls up like what the last tab that I opened was in a menu that you can get to pretty easy. Like there's just a
I
right
use
click menu to be like, "Yo, send this to my phone."
I'll have to check out the Firefox app. The one I use for like, because I found it easy to like get through like fake things was I use Bing for like going to bad websites.
Really? Like the
They were
Bing
pretty
browser or Bing search engine?
Bing app on my
Oh,
mobile
okay.
phone.
Okay.
On like the random websites, I found it was so much easier to get through like the ads and like close it. Like I don't know why, just the way it handled ads and stuff was easier to get like close
Gotcha.
them or ignore them.
Yeah, I noticed that Firefox with uBlock made going to those websites on my phone so much better because
Yeah, that's fine.
they get nuked ads. So if you're thinking about it, it's my seal of approval to send it, make the switch.
I I just never had issues. I knew you always like had weird issues with Chrome. I just never had them.
Yeah, and it might have been me. Like it very easily could have been me.
And I hardcore use Firefox at work, and I've just had a lot of issues with it.
Hmm, weird.
Because I have to have two browser. I don't have to. I choose to have two browsers because I have
Yeah,
two accounts. I have my like
yeah.
normal account and admin account. But my admin account is what I'm logged into all my like M365, all my portals,
Mm-hmm.
everything through my admin account is all through my Firefox browser.
Yeah.
Sometimes it like,
I mean, that's why I have so many browsers on the server is for different accounts like that.
yep.
And I was doing that too with Firefox and Chrome. Like I had my dad's Amazon account signed into one of them. I got to make that flip flop back, I think.
Um, the I like Edge. Edge isn't bad anymore. Now it's built on Chromium.
Yeah,
Literally just
it's not bad. And like that's my podcast YouTube browser just
it'd
so
be
that
a
it's
good
always
one.
signed in.
Yeah, interesting. Fucking, I guess. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. I think it's. I said a little bit about it yesterday, but old laminator. How to take apart a goddamn laminate. So like, end users, she's easy, nice to work with. You know, help her out. She's like, wants a screwdriver. Wasn't like asking me to unjam the laminator. But like the minute I saw it, I'm like, oh fuck me. There's no way. Like I
Yeah,
didn't say it to her like you ain't fixing this, but I looked at it, I'm like,
you ain't
I don't know
fixing
how.
this.
I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna be. I wasn't convinced I was going to be able to do what I was doing. So like I started helping her out, and laminators are like cool because they roll things under pressure and heat. So there's not too much to them. The issue is they're not really meant to come apart because they're supposed to have
Yeah.
like a tight like configuration. Can't find the one. Close enough. This isn't the one we have, but like imagine it, but not. Um, it's just a little box with rollers that you stick through, whatever.
Yeah.
And
It's a
like
laminator.
and it's an old fucking one, so like that's like metal, like that ain't like.
Yeah.
But you have to take off the top, then you have to take off the sides, then you got to take off the gears, then you got to take off like the side panel, then you got to take off some like screws underneath things that shouldn't really come off, but they do. Then you have
Mm.
to like
Were there any
pry open.
weird screws?
No, they were all Phillips,
They
like
were all normals.
all yeah, all like normal Phillips.
No, like 3-prong screws or something stupid.
No, nothing weird. I think it was so old they didn't have cool screws back then.
Yeah.
Probably the blacksmith forged them at the forge. Put it all together. Realized I put a single plastic piece uh upside down, and I couldn't put the thermometer back in. So I had to take the whole thing apart a second time, and then it ran. But whatever. We can have uh Pennsylvania, we can have blades now.
Yeah, you can have OTFs in PA now. They're legal.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's what that is.
It is. This is purely for the screws because these are like crazy screws because they don't want you taking these apart.
Yeah.
It's like a positive triangle with rounded flats screw, and that's what they use to put these together. I always
Are
thought
you
it was
gonna
a
get a
crazy screw.
I feel like we talked about you wanting a knife like this before. Are you
Oh,
gonna get
I've
one?
wanted one of these for a long time. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, nothing was stopping me from buying one except the fact of how much they are.
I mean nothing really, but now you can like carry it.
Yeah, dude, I want one.
Couldn't
I
you get in
want
trouble with like having illegal knives and then like your concealed carry? Couldn't they like was anything
I
connected to that
mean,
with like
maybe, yeah. It's one of those things for sure. Yeah.
I just know like now you can just buy one and not have to like worry at all. Like it's just like,
Yeah.
oh, there's your knife.
I think owning it is one thing and carrying it is another.
Yeah, but you're someone who would carry it around.
Yeah, I know. I want to. The problem is when these things are $300 or like $350. I want what I want, and I don't want to compromise. And it's kind of hard to find the right one. And then I find out it's $350 again, and it's like, oh God. Like I want a Microtech, which is the name in out the front knives like this. And I want it to be not a double bladed dagger because I just don't want it. So like this one's nice, but I don't know if I like the green or the like bronze stonewashed thing going on.
Yeah, it's I
But this shape is what I want, you know,
yeah.
because like these things are popular in the like double edged dagger form, where this is like it's sharp on both sides of the blade, and I don't want that. I don't want it. Like if I were to hand this to somebody, this is already a scary enough knife. It doesn't have to be a fucking dagger like that.
Well,
Also, I probably wouldn't hand this knife to somebody unless they were like a knife nut.
yeah.
But yeah, no,
Oh,
I want one.
I just saw a Facebook ad, but in like Palmyra, apparently there's like like local blacksmith in Palmyra, but they're not that good in the sense that I don't like any of like their style designs. I was like, oh, I could buy a local knife one day. Then I looked at them and they're like
Yeah,
all trash.
and they're probably expensive too.
Yeah, it was their handle design. It was just like round.
Yeah, I know the
It's
feeling.
like they learned how to forge blades, but they put like seconds into like learning how to um make a handle, and I'm like, no, I've watched Forge and Fire.
I uh, I like this guy. He makes good looking stuff. I found him a long time ago, but like he does a lot of like kitchen knife stuff.
If I buy a knife, like sure, a lot of those knives like that are for like I don't want. If I would buy one, I don't want one that was Damascus or like a weird color handle blade. If I bought one, I want one that's just like pure practical.
Yeah, I know what you mean, and you have to want it is the thing. It's not something for everybody.
Um, I always thought about that Jay Nielsen. He makes some pretty like I think a lot of them are Damascus, even though it contradicts me. But like I think he makes a lot more of like just basic bitch style like belt knives that you know they're more practical than anything. Here's his website. Yeah, this one. Like any of these.
Speaking of knives, I want hand to people. This is one of the like biggest offenders. The way to open and close this knife is crazy.
Is it?
So, you see that button in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
When you squeeze that button, the handle separates in half like a clamshell, and you can swing the blade out freely. Like it's a I think this is like a gravity knife. Pretty illegal in a lot of states. But it's like it's a very fidgety knife, if that makes sense. But it's also like kind of terrifying. A weird one. Where did that go? Eat my link. Is this the guy that you're talking about, or is this
Yeah.
one that? Yeah, they're pretty much just like round chunks of wood.
Now these are specifically his belt knives. He
Yeah,
like this is his one category of knife.
some of them are okay. They look like fat handles, which are probably great to hold. You
This
know,
guy's
it's
shtick is
just
he's he's an ABS master or blacksmith.
that's cool. It's pretty cool.
He's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
Um, he make his other like if you go to the top, I mean he does the big like chopper camp knife stuff too.
yeah, that's cool. They're pricey though, for sure.
Yeah, give me a goddamn like well, hunter knives aren't even that much more expensive, but you get more knife. But I really don't. I won't want like this big. I don't need a fucking machete. I think it'd be cool, but I don't need it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they're pretty nice looking.
Oh, you probably love his. Go to the page and do the cooking knives, the Asian style kitchen knives.
I
You probably
was.
love
Is there a different folder?
that one.
Nope, just this one. Yeah, they look nice.
$6,000, $7,000.
7,000. Holy shit, they look nice though.
Think of
But
all
I
the things.
wouldn't. I don't think I would do that. I would think I would buy like handmade Japanese stuff for that price because I've heard such good things about Japanese knives. Yeah, I don't know. Who the fuck buys a fork for $3,500? I don't even use one of them ever. Crazy.
No, but you make like two or three of them and then just sit on them and sell them every once in a while and just get bank day.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. It's just
Some rich person will buy it. Take classes. But yeah. Um, no, I just like my little have it on me. I love my little box cutter. Have I ever showed you my little box cutter?
I'm not sure. Is it nearby? Or you got a link?
I don't have one on me, but I can just Google it. I've bought so many
I
over the.
do like the folding box cutters. They're a very portable, strong, replaceable blade. They're convenient.
Yeah. This is like close. I wish this one had scale, but like,
Oh, yep.
um,
I think it's a Gerber, isn't it?
yep.
Yeah.
But like, yeah,
It's
here's scale.
just one of those things that it's small enough that like it's not in the way. It's convenient enough that it's a replaceable utility blade that has something to hold on to that you're not just holding a tiny little blade. Yeah, it's great.
That's awesome. It fits in the coin pouch of my jeans. It like tucks away
Ah,
right in there.
yep,
Uh,
yep.
I always have it on. It's just it's my only knife I carry around. It's awesome.
Yeah. I mean,
My favorite. It's my EDC everyday carry.
I love my Spyderco paramilitary too.
Just on my daily carry, it's just so bulky. Like again,
Oh,
I think it was.
this thing weighs like a pound. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous, but I love it.
I'm sure.
You know.
I couldn't just. I would never want. I don't want to carry. See, my issue is I think you're a back wallet pocket type
I
guy.
am because my pockets are too crowded. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
exactly. But I don't do that life, so I've won't, my I'm not gonna sit on that fucking thing. Oh goddamn, like
Yeah. I do keep my wallet thin though. My wallet's not. I don't have a fat wallet.
I don't like sitting on my wallet.
Yeah. Oh, I was in. Hold on. Wrong screen.
I feel like it's so out of the way. I feel like I'm gonna lose it.
I don't know. I just really like this one.
Yeah.
I put scales on it. They're metal. They're brass scales. I like it a lot. This was a sprint run, so it's a
Mhm.
special steel that I was searching for that I wanted. I don't know. It fits the hand well. It slices stuff. It cuts. It's reliable. I like it. It's mine. I've been carrying a knife for a long ass time though, too. So like it's just part of my pocket. Like you know how people say, "Oh, do you have your phone, keys, wallet?" Well, pocket knife is part of that for me. I mean, I've been carrying a knife since I was like fucking in middle school. So that was like when was that? I don't know. A long ass time. Probably coming up on 15 years soon. So it's just
But
like burned into me.
do you carry your fancy pens around with you?
No, I don't. I
Damn,
actually haven't been using them much because I don't write that much. So,
damn, all those fancy pens and nothing to write.
I mean, they weren't that fancy, but yeah, they were fountain pens. So, I guess fancier than most.
Fancy than my goddamn ballpoint pens.
Do you have a ballpoint pen that you like?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
do you
100%
do you
yes.
have one that you go back to? Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
As
fucking
long
the
as you do,
Sharpie,
that's all I needed to know.
the goddamn Sharpie S Gel. Those things
Okay.
are a solid pen. This thing, yeah. Oh, don't need to save the image. Just copy, paste. Ooh, that thing at work, it is thick. It has a rubber grip. Has a good ball action. That thing is a solid pen.
Does it smear or does it dry pretty quick?
It dries pretty quick. I mean,
Okay, fair enough.
Sharpie, it's a good brand. Oh yeah, it's such a good pen. Free bank pens, those are good too. It's the same pen.
Whatever this is, it's a very cheapo pen, but I don't know. It's what I've liked. I don't know. It's a Uniball Eco.
I have two
I
like
don't know.
classic.
I went through pens and decided that this was the one that I liked and bought like a big ass box once. And that's the last time I bought them. And that was a long
I
ass time ago.
I have a big box of like just the regular Bic pens for home. They're good. They write things.
Yeah, this guy right here. Get a
It's too thin
get a
for me.
they are thin, but I think I like that.
Nah. Ooh, best lead pencil. Uh, what brand or what brand? I was always upset when I had to use a lead pencil that I didn't want.
Bad lead pencils are bad, dude.
Oh yeah, it was this. It was these. These are the best. They were a little bit more money.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they were good.
Well, cause like everyone would have everyone would have these. Oh, paste. I don't need two of those. Enter. Enter Discord. Just send the damn picture. Just like
Yep,
those like
everyone had these. Absolutely, you're correct. But you get the grips. The grips were nice.
the grips were nice. They had a those
Those
ones had a
like
bit.
aftermarket grips that people always had, I didn't like because they were too big. But those grips, nice slim. Yep.
Oh my god. Then there was this fucker that like the
And
eraser was so
you could
trash.
twirl these out, like twirl these around your fingers a lot. They were good.
Yeah. That thing the next thing I posted that was fucking trash because the
Yeah,
goddamn
I didn't love
eraser
these. Eraser
every
was
time you
shit.
erased the eraser went down.
Yeah, they weren't so good. They were
Oh,
okay to write with, but the eraser was pretty shit.
then you had these fuckers that should just never existed in this world.
Yeah, no, they were bad. These
Even in
guys,
this
not good.
even in this pixelated JPEG, you can tell that eraser is just like disintegrating.
Yep. And it would fall out if you weren't like if you didn't wear it down, it would fall out. Like it
Hmm.
would come out as you're trying to erase. Not good.
Oh yeah, I'd buy the big packs of those good uh um fucking mechanical pencils. That's what I rocked in high school.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, these fucking things. I hated them too. Papermate.
Oh no, fuck them things. That whole twisting thing was bullshit.
Twisting thing was bullshit, and they had horrible erasers as well.
Yeah, terrible.
I never could do it, but I was always told like, oh, just buy a good art eraser, like the nice art eraser ones.
Yeah, but then that was another thing to carry, and I didn't want
It
that
was.
shit.
You don't, but like the putty erasers, they are great. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong,
they
they were.
worked great. Also, those like white, somewhat soft ones were good too.
Oh
But
yeah, no,
like,
don't. They were perfect, but no thanks.
exactly. I just wanted all in one thing. Give me a pencil.
Yep, but not a wooden pencil. I hated wooden pencils.
Oh,
Lead
I
pencils
fucking
were
hated them things.
what? Lead pencils were superior. So it's that time of the week. We're only
Is it?
6 weeks in. We're six. We're 3/11th the way through this journey. This is like my fish fry. This is like my podcast fish fry. I re-listened to. I'd listened to this one and a half times. I wanted it to be fair, because I had opinions.
Okay. I don't know if I had that strong of opinions, but I had opinions.
Oh, mine aren't that strong, but like I wanted to make sure my opinions are right before I came here. We have
Okay.
four categories. Spin the wheel. Where do you want to start?
Well, let's continue on from right to left like we always have been. The intro. Give it to me.
Uh I don't know. Like five. I don't know. It wasn't bad. It just
It
wasn't
was
good.
it wasn't memorable, but it was fine. I agree
Yeah.
with you.
Like it didn't insult me anyway. It was there. Well, there was times where it was really drawn out that I was almost gonna give it a four,
Okay. I can agree with that. Yeah.
but like
It wasn't bad though.
I wasn't quite insulted by it because I thought the music and like I liked what they tried. I don't know. It was a
Yeah.
five.
Yeah.
Okay, so sound clips.
Yep.
There were more.
Yep.
One of them was Steve Carell. No,
I
there
must
was
have
a
missed
two.
that one.
That was one in there. That one got props and was used in a very good moment. There was a two friends one, and there were a couple other. I don't remember off the top of my head, but when I heard them, I like made a mental note to
Okay.
like,
Again, the sound volume on those sound clips must have been so fucking low. I went back to listen to one and I had trouble figuring out what it was.
yes,
That's
I
probably why I missed the no.
I'm like sitting between a three and a four. I don't know what I want to give.
I'm at a 3. If you're telling me that there was a Steve Carell no, I'll give them a 3, but I don't even remember it because it was so goddamn quiet. And I listened to this today.
Give them a four for me for right now. I might reduce that later. I'm not gonna let that like boost them up where I don't
That's
want them
fine.
to be.
Understandable.
They were there. They're starting to understand how to use them. If they aren't killing it in seven, I will be sad. Songs like let me. Can I bring up a? Can I verify the songs in here? Big
Gladly.
booty mix.
So, in my opinion, the song selection was good. I think again, though, their background wasn't great. It was better this time. Like I remember 4 was bad. The backgrounds were better this time. They had good songs. I don't think the energy was there in this one though.
Oh, I was
This
gonna
was
say
like
that
this was a chill mix. And if
it
that's
was.
what you want, great.
It was so
But it was
slow.
a chill mix.
It was chill. It was slow. I felt like no upbeat. I felt like just like throw it on at
I'm
the
giving him
lake.
a 5, not because the selection was bad, but because it was so chilled out that it wasn't what when I put on a big booty mix, that wasn't what I was expecting. I might have to
Uh,
bump something because this is looking pretty bad.
so I guess this is where I need to make a decision on how I truly want to move forward. Because I feel like, well, if I'm going on, so like, hmm, so we're both agreeing these songs aren't the most like upbeat. Like they chose a lot of you know, like "Move Along" was in there by All American Rejects. Like I wouldn't count. I mean, it's a banger of a song. Don't get me
It's a
wrong.
good
Great
song.
song.
It's just not. It's not
So
big booty mix to me.
so am I grading it on just like my level of songs, or like what if I like the songs but I don't like them in a big booty mix? Like what
That's
happens then?
basically what I'm doing with my 5. I like the songs. I don't like them here. They're too
Okay, yeah.
chill.
I'm saying a four. They were just too chill for my liking. I will say, I think there were a couple songs that I wish were on other like future ones.
Like they threw some
Eh,
Avicii in there that was good. Like I heard some great songs.
there was more Taylor Swift, which I just don't think we're ever gonna see again.
I I don't know. I can't remember. I feel like there's Taylor in the late
I
ones.
don't think there are. I think she gets really upset about
I know
stuff.
she gets really upset because high quality
Um,
gifts made a thing, and she nuked that.
they did. Uh, honorable mentions. The Cups song. I wish they could have. I wish they would have remixed that in a different way. I think they could have done a cool remix of it, but I think it was pretty lame what actually was done with it. Um, I'll. This okay. The next comment about songs is gonna be made at the end, but I do have a comment about the songs
Okay.
at the end of them. Okay. How do you rate flow on One Let's Chill? Like the flow was limp, but that was the sound of the limpness.
I'm gonna give him a 6 and see what it comes out to be. That's up there. I'm gonna give him a
That's
5.
that's too. You're being a little generous here.
It wasn't as good as the last one, but it was like this is like if I got a stretch to find one to put on the mix, this is an okay one.
Throw. All right, let me. Can
What do you want to see?
can I see a 4? Can you
Puts it
put
above
one of those?
everything but the last one.
Can you put one of them of a 5? I think that puts me at a. It might put it too high. Anything, either flow or song. So one of them. I just want 1.5 to see what like the math equals to.
4 or 5.
You can leave song selection as 5. I didn't hate them. Like they're good songs. I'd rather them get penalized in the flow than penalize the song. I'd rather penalize the flow than penalize the songs, I guess.
Okay,
I think the
fair.
sound clips I'm being generous, but they were better. I think this is what at the end of listening to it, I listened to it and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna look at last week's scores and they're all gonna be like a step or two down." It was like on the same level, I would say. Like they had the same formula, but everything was just a step lamer.
Yeah. I
And that score accurately that score accurately reflects what I thought of that.
I think that they're on the right track with the sound
God damn it!
clips.
Why are we at the same? What?
It's I don't know, man.
Why are
I
we
don't
great?
know.
Other than 3, which you liked,
I really like the songs on I think the music selection of 3 tailored to my tastes. I just think that the sound clips, I need to fucking hear them. Blow my ears out. I want to hear them. I don't want
I
to hear it and go, "What was that?" I want to hear it and go, "Oh shit, that was Toto saying no, Michael, no."
I don't know.
And I
I'm
know they're
looking
gonna
at
get to that. That's the
I'm
thing.
just I'm looking at your scores. I'm not judging your scores at all, but like it's
You're
interesting to
judging my
me.
scores, and it's okay.
Well, it's 2. I'm just trying to like if there's a
Toy
difference like
Story and 2 made such a big difference to me.
I okay 3 like if after we're all done if someone said oh how did you guys compare you and me would be like 3 you and me completely disagree on 3 in terms
Yeah,
of like us agreeing with everything else this 0.75 difference is us completely disagreeing with each other on a mix and then 2 would be like did you guys listen to the same start.
see, I put points. I artificially inflated the intro because of the "You Got a Friend in Me."
I
I had to give him. I had to give it to him. It was amazing.
it was just
Throw that on 20 whatever 23. Give
it
it
was
to me
great
again.
it was great
Replay it. Put it back in.
I wouldn't throw this would I it wasn't awful.
I'm not throwing this in the mix unless I got a stretch, man.
I know. It wasn't
Or
awful, but
like if I want a chill mix, that's fine. It's okay. It's just not what I'm looking for.
give me an asterisk. Give me an asterisk or star, whatever.
Yep,
I'll put it
you
in there.
got it.
It's one of those ones I'll probably skip 99% of the time, but that
I mean,
1% of the time I'm
I'm gonna put the
That's
chill
fine.
asterisk in, cause like in the right situation, it's fine. Send it.
Yeah.
In a hype situation, no.
No. So all we're learning from this is, other than like minuscule things, you and me have the same opinion.
We do.
I just can't wait. I can't wait to some of the later ones
And
where I
I'm
think
trying
we'll.
to put mine. I'm trying to say some of my numbers before you too,
We can
because
try to
like
split it up.
exactly, I don't want to influence each other, but like
You typically have yours written down too. Maybe not
I
today, but
haven't
I've seen.
lately. But
Okay.
I've also like I learned on one of them that if I listen to it too early in the week, it
Okay.
kind of loses, goes to the fog. So I've been listening to them late so that they're like fresh.
So the only thing I think we need to be better at in the coming ones is the sound clips, because there's no easy way to look up at sound clips unless we can find a site that tells us them. Because I
Yeah.
like, as I'm listening to it, I'm trying to horribly grade the sound clips.
But see,
Um,
I I don't necessarily want to pinpoint them that much because
I
I want
don't,
them to have a lasting memory as I'm listening to it. I
I
don't want to
don't,
have to like I don't basically I don't want to rewind to listen to something,
I don't. It's
which
just
I've
like the
still
later.
had to do.
I feel like on the later ones, I've listened to them so many times that I just know they're coming up to know that they're like, I don't know. Because if there's good sound clips, they should just blend with everything. To be almost, I guess. Maybe there is a way. Maybe I'll have to look. But
I remember seeing something somewhere.
I'll start looking again. Um, Someone might have made a list themselves. To be honest with you.
Well, I think I remember seeing a website. I'm trying to find it now. That they put their song lists in, and then like they were like the track list had the sound clips.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong though.
You easily be right as well.
Oh god, this is just like a fucking Dropbox list. Holy shit. Um, no, Michael, no. Where's that
No,
at?
Michael, no.
Oh, Mikey, no. That is so not fair. Hmm.
Um,
Maybe not. Maybe it's not here.
eh, we'll keep looking. There might be somewhere. Oh, okay. I need to make my comment.
Yeah.
So this was the first one I noticed it. Maybe it was on the previous one. Uh, at least in the later ones, part of their figured out formula is at the end all they try to like do songs like I think in 17 it's like uh songs about being like your friend.
Okay. Sure.
And then like maybe like 6 or like 18 is like you're beautiful. Like they had like they try to pick like songs that have the same like theme,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and they'll end them with like, because that's the Toy Story. I'll be your friend is, I think, at the end of 17. Like, I'll be your
Yeah, I
friend.
think they put "You've Got a Friend in Me"
Or
at the end of
yeah.
one of them.
So like,
Not the mixed in with the other song
no.
thing, but like the actual "You've Got a Friend in Me" song.
Yeah. So like, this is where I noticed it. They weren't. It's like they were figuring it out, but I could definitely tell they were trying to do like a uh please don't go, take me home, feel so close, you're a friend. Like
Okay. Fair. Yeah.
I
I'm
in
following.
in
I didn't notice it, but I'm following.
I I hate when a big booty makes sense, but I love when they do like a little like, oh, they find a bunch of songs that all talk about the same thing and mash them together. Like I think
Yeah.
that's fun. So in my like it gets a little extra thumbs up on mine because I like what they did when they I like the formula they do there.
Yeah, I agree. It's good.
So um yeah, it's a good week. Well, I wasn't too upset with that. Definitely not a number. Definitely wasn't a 4. So we'll take those every day of the week.
Yeah, it was a 4.5.
No, I meant like number 4.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dude, that one was rough.
It was a rough week.
Absolutely.
Oh, you see this futon back here?
I do.
That's my fucking bed for next 2 nights.
Is Madeline sick?
No. So we're getting our king bed framed tomorrow morning. We get our king bed Friday morning.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
our queen bed's in that bedroom, but it's up against the wall, and it's just like annoying to sleep against the wall like that. And as an adult, when you want like a table and
Fair.
stuff, so
Fair enough.
sleeping right there. We're gonna have a king size bed. I'm so hyped. Queen size bed when you're one person is great. Like you feel like
Yeah.
awesome. Queen with two people is definitely nice to like everyone you each have your own space.
Mm-hmm.
But like king side is you have a space and then there is space around your space.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So excited for that. This is my first new mattress in my life.
Really?
I think all my mattresses have been well, maybe as like a young kid, but maybe like this is like my first mattress that like I bought or like was bought for me that I like have memory of and like
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I guess when when I was like 7 or 8 and my parents got bunk beds for me and my brother, maybe that mattress was new. Or so other than that, again maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember ever getting another new mattress in life. So hype for that. Hype for oh, we're getting our pool liner installed earlier in the summer now in like June. So
Oh, so you
we
might
have
have a pool this summer.
yeah, instead of July they
Hell
booked us
yeah.
for June. So that's cool. Um Not too much going on. I think I had something else to talk about, but I can't think of what it was.
Well, I got something for you.
Do ya?
I think, like, previously this week, some shows got brought up, like some
Mm-hmm.
anime shows,
Mm-hmm.
and we were rattling off some names of some good stuff when, like, the isekai garbage shows came up.
Mm-hmm.
And you mentioned Death March to the Parallel World Rhapsody.
Mm-hmm.
And being it was a pretty good show, you know? It was a good one.
It was.
Good it was what I call a good garbage show.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind, I'm saying garbage with like love because I watched so many of those things. Decided to read the manga.
Did you?
I'm caught up in the manga.
I guess it's a short one.
It was like 92 chapters,
Yeah, probably not that bad then.
which is like I'm thinking like maybe average like close to 20 pages a chapter. You can chug through them pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
But I'm caught up now. And it's like so the show got produced based on light novels,
Mm-hmm.
but I read manga. I might have to switch to light novels. I ended in a terrible spot. It's not a good spot.
No, that's like the issue with like
No,
the
it's like if you could think of a spot that's bad to end on, then think of a worse one. That's where I'm at.
well, I meant that's the issue with like those type of chapter based like really like,
Yeah.
you're just you keep going. Like
Yeah.
you could be in the middle of anything, whereas like a light novel they tend to like personify a story within a novel, so you're always gonna eat. You
You
might be
getting the
left
the
on a
chunk. Yeah.
you're always gonna be left like there's an overarching storyline that you might be left on a cliffhanger on, but within that
Yeah.
story, you're probably gonna get a conflict or resolution and like a
Yep.
spot you feel okay with.
Yep. But no, it's like a fight that was. It's been going on for like 3 chapters, and it's just
Damn.
like, it's, here we are. I forgot how overpowered that dude was in that show.
Yeah, he's like 1,000 skill. He's like, oh, you got the skill of like blinking. Max it out to level 99 blinking. And
It
blinking
only
would
got
be like,
worse, man.
I'm sure.
Like, it got so much worse.
I can't wait to watch.
I don't know if it's ever coming back, but I hope it does.
They did. They got announced for a second season.
Did it get announced? Oh, hell yeah.
I
I forgot
if
about
you
that
look it up,
then.
I think it was announced for a second season. Now I don't think it was ever like confirmed when, but I'm pretty sure it was announced. Um,
So, I was just, because I was curious, I just pulled up the wiki, trying to figure out, like, at what volume I'm stuck at. Um, it looks like I'm in, like, the sixth or seventh volume of the books. There's fucking 27 of them.
hmm,
So, might have some more to read on that one.
kind of
But
look.
then again, like, it reminds me of the slime show that I
Hmm.
was reading. I stopped that one at a certain point. I think it was like volume 17. There were a couple more I could have read, but I I found out that if I would have kept going, it's the start of the last arc,
Hmm.
and I didn't want to fuck that up. I wanted it to be like be able to read the rest of it, so I gotta wait. I don't know how
I don't know.
long I gotta wait, but I gotta wait.
Yeah. Maybe not. I thought that was one of those ones that we saw that was getting a second one. It just was never confirmed when. But must be thinking of another one.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe I'll read it with you.
Would you read manga or books?
Probably the books.
Okay. I started from the start too,
Mm.
because it's been a while since I watched it, so I started.
Yeah, definitely need to.
They they fucked with order a little bit in the show,
Yeah,
but
doesn't surprise me.
in ways that didn't matter. So it's not a big deal.
The late novels colored or anything like that, just pencils.
So I couldn't tell you right now. Usually what I've had is on the couple light novels that I've read, it's like as the book opens up, you get some illustration, like a couple 2-3 pages in color, and then so get like a page or two a chapter usually of just illustrations in black and white. But it all depends on who it is and how it's coming and everything. So
Yeah,
it's hard to say for sure.
yeah.
So you usually end up like with maybe like 8 images a book, maybe. I found them easy enough to mentally picture from that though.
Yeah.
Like I was surprised at how well it flowed for me. Like when I started this whole reading thing, I was concerned that I wasn't going to be able to visualize things enough for myself. But I found that it was fine. It was good. So, I'm for it. If you find like a story that you like enough kind of thing.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Like I've dropped a
But
couple books of being like, this is shit. I don't feel like it.
this is lame.
But then on the other flip side of it, I've had books that I'm like, I can't put this down. I need to keep going. So,
Ah, you know what we're not too far away from.
what's that?
I think we're only like 8 weeks away from Formula One starting back up again.
Really?
I think it's only like, I think, well, and even if you want to take it this way, I think we're only like 6 weeks away from preseason testing.
Really?
Yeah, I think because preseason testing's like mid to late February.
March
Um,
5th.
yeah, so we're down under 2 months, but then like, uh,
Yeah, I'm sure there's preseason testing one is February 23rd.
yeah, so we're like a week away from a month, so like 5 weeks away from preseason testing.
Getting close again.
Mm-hmm. Except there's like that fucking month break now at the beginning of the season.
What is
They
it?
canceled China.
March gets hit hard. April gets hit hard.
No, it doesn't,
It doesn't?
because the round four is to be considered
Oh, yeah, if that gets skipped it's like a full month off. Yeah.
April 2nd to the 28th.
Yeah, that's pretty it's a long stretch.
The long stretch for there only being 3 races.
Yeah. I mean, usually like you'll get like a race and then next week is a race and then like they'll skip a week in a race. Not like
Yeah,
a
it's
month.
that's what it is. It starts and then there's a 2 week break. Then it's, I
Yeah.
believe, another 2 week break.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like you said, it's travel time is what it
Yeah,
is. If it's
yeah. I just not much. Just looking at rumors. I hate not season because like the subreddit dies in a way that's like normal. But I just want to
yeah,
read.
it's normal, but it really dies. It's like surprisingly dead.
I just want to read news. Um. Yeah. Got another season of that to look forward to. Another disappointment to come up. Got fucking more things to power wash. I've given up on 100% of that game. One night of challenges, and
I
I've already
think you
like
can do it.
the challenges were just so annoying.
Can you do challenges with two people?
No,
Mm,
you can remote it and do them for me.
no, I'm okay.
Okay, see, pay someone. I'll pay. I'll get Eric to do fast click. Get that StarCraft. He's off for like a week. We'll get him.
I, dude, if he goes hard in League on that week, it's.
I'm winning this bet.
Did you take over?
I took over. I'm the only one that's
Oh
taken over.
God.
You fuckers didn't realize he had a 7 day. You guys didn't realize at the beginning
See,
of this.
this could swing the other way though, and it could be he's got 7 days off and he's gonna burn himself out of it
Nah, he's
right
gonna
at the
fall in
start.
that. He's gonna fall in that pit. He's gonna do what we call fall into the addiction, and that means, see, this isn't gonna be like an OD where someone like went to rehab, then like tried to take their old hits and like burn themselves out and like die. He's been doing the preseason, which helps warm him up to the real season, so he's ready for the pain and suffering.
I see. I mean, I'm following.
I don't want him to have pain and suffering, but I don't know how you play League of Legends ranked solo queue and not have pain and suffering.
Oh, I don't know, man.
It's just like being low ranked in Counter Strike and then not winning ever. But whatever. You know. Uh
You know, I've been here, seen the despair.
seen the highs, you've seen the lows. Um well, other than that, I think we wrapped up, I think this is the week. I think we wrapped up the week. Cause you know what next week will be?
No, what'll next week be?
Another week, another Thursday.
Do be Thursday.
Bro, I think I might earn. I think I'm gonna die on a Thursday.
Or Wednesday, because it's more convenient.
I have like a I have a 2 in 7 chance of like dying on a day that can be like memed about. Do I have to like write this on my will?
It's pretty good, man. 1 in 3.5.
I don't want my see. I want to. I kind of want to just. I kind of. I do find it offensive. You can't just be like thrown away. Like cremate me. I don't need to be like buried. I refuse to be buried
Do
in
you
the
want a
ground. I feel
cinder
like.
block in the ocean? Is that what you're asking for?
Okay, here's my thing. So I don't want
That's what
to
it
be.
sounds like.
I don't want to be buried. I don't need like. I don't want to buy a casket. I don't want to buy a plot of land. Like I feel. I find that whole like idea of like wasting space for humanity, like eternity, is just dumb. Except I've just recently learned now like graveyards have like they have, I guess in certain places in the world, certain graveyards, they have like limits where they'll like bury you there for so many years. After like you've hit that number of years, they like dig you up and like burn you and then like
I
put you
think I've
somewhere else.
heard about that before, yeah.
But like the last thing I want in this world is to waste space by dying and just needing a tombstone where I've lit. Like I think that's I found the whole concept dumb. Like it's just wasted
Fair.
space in the humanity of life.
And you're allowed to think that opinion.
I think getting cremated and put on an urn that you're like people have to then like care about, I think it's really dumb. Like I don't need them to like worry about like, oh, where do we put them? Do we just throw them in the attic? Like I don't want it to be a like a jar they have to figure out what they want to do with on like a basis. So fine. I still want to be cremated though, but can you just like toss me in the trash? Like can I just go into a landfill? Like I'm just ashes at that point. I don't need some. I mean, I guess you could dump me wherever, but it's just kind of weird. I just want to be thrown away, honestly.
You know? Fair. Fair enough, man.
I, they do have places that you can be turned into a firework, which would be cool. I just don't know the logistics of it. I feel like they would have to pay. I'd have to pay for it ahead of time. So that'd be cool. You just like have a party and off in the air.
Yeah.
Fire, work, ashes. Yeah. Soulless. Yeah, here's the website. That's what I'll probably do. What's the pricing? $895. Heck yeah. I'll fucking do that.
Seeing this picture, I was like, did they turn you into a mug? Excuse me?
That's even creepier. But yeah, I just want to
You know?
think, say
What
maybe
do
this
you
is 4th
get?
of
Is it
July.
one? What if it's a dud?
That's fine. I don't know. Then they'll toss it out, and then I've achieved the same result. You know, it'll be good.
There you go.
You don't know why?
Because that's all we have.
For this week's episode of Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.
See you later.